Having a great assortment of different music tells people you can be trusted with the aux. When me and my friends hear someone playing some good tunes on a box, we immediately want to be friends with him and we know we're in for a good night. Look, I still know the first time I was at a function, they asked me to play some music and I played like some Blade in 2020 and they were like, what the fuck is this? And I couldn't play music anymore for the whole night and I never saw them again. So today I'm gonna fix that for you guys and I'm gonna give you 5 genres that you'll love because you love underground music, but that are also fire in different settings, because underground just ain't gonna cut it at a party, bruv. And that's what I'm gonna fix. I thought of this video because I just went to a reggae concert. And that inspired me to make this video. So yeah, the first genre is reggae. And I just have to say, reggae is absolutely godly, man. I don't know if it's the raw bass lines that you can feel through your whole body, or if it's the lyricism that actually makes you feel inspired and makes you want to change the world. It's like reggae makes you feel so alive. And if you listen to underground rap, you already like a big bass line. Well, reggae created that bass line. Reggae was the first genre that didn't treat bass as an instrument, but treated bass as the fucking instrument. If there is no reggae with no bass. It's all about the bass in reggae. And reggae gives you so many funky ass bass lines that are so good to dance to and just uplift your spirit. This music genuinely saved my life. The first time I went to a reggae concert or a dub, it clicked for me, man, and I just started getting more positive in life because of the lyrics, because of like the vibe it gives you. If it's a sunny day out, I just immediately start blasting reggae and like I feel nothing can stop me in this world and I want to change this world and make it better. So without reggae, I don't think I would like even be here or even make YouTube, because I would be in a shithole still. If you don't know where to start in reggae music, you can obviously start with Bob Marley and the Wailers, but I would highly recommend going to some like vinyl mixes on YouTube and just seeing the artists that you like and then going from there. Or SoundCloud. SoundCloud is a base with a lot of very good reggae. Some recommendations are Johnny Clark, Leslie Castle, Iration Steppers. Like, there are a lot of good people. And also the reggae community is really friendly and really open-minded. So you can ask almost anything and they won't gatekeep. They are really the most chill people on earth. So reggae gave the world the first heavy bass lines. And some kid in London really liked those bass lines. And he started chopping them up, speeding them up, and adding different sounds and different drum loops on top of it. And they created the best music genre in the world, called jungle. And the drum loop they sampled is the most sampled drum loop in history, the Amen break. You'll recognize it immediately because it's so popular. And believe me, when the bass and the drum rolls hit, it's like you're going on a spaceship to another dimension, brother. You're out of there. If you dance to jungle, you're just on another plane of existence, bro. And that spaceship is built in a really unique way, with a lot of DIY elements. In the early 90s in London, a group of kids with no money, no labels, and no permission even started throwing illegal raves with sound systems in car parks or in abandoned buildings. And they were taking the Jamaican reggae sound system culture and adding crazy ADHD as elements and crazy drum rolls on top of it, and people were going out of their way to go to those parties, man, because they were so lit. And there was no gatekeeping, no money involved. It was just people having fun with music and people just dancing for the fucking fun of it and not for anything else. Jungle isn't one thing, it's a whole spectrum. You can have ambient jungle, jazz jungle, dreamy ass jungle, but you can also have hardcore jungle. It's like a whole circle of different types of jungles. It's so nice because all of the different types have their unique elements, and sometimes the track get a little too chaotic for me, but that makes it even better when you find an absolute fucking banger. If you're into underground rap, you already like the DIY spirit, so I think you will really enjoy reggae. Also the heavy bass lines, the heavy drum rolls on a nice day with your friends. And it's nice because the vinyls are still really cheap, so you can get like jungle plates for like 8 euros in like a record shop, and there are some bangers in there, man. It's actually getting a little revival the past years, and more people are starting to DJ again with jungle, and there are more jungle parties, so I really enjoy that because the genre was great in the 1990s, but it like died in the 2000s, and I'm so glad it's coming back. But these kids weren't done experimenting, and they kept evolving the sound. And a few years later, there was like a whole new scene and a whole new sound of the jungle era, and that is called grime.
I ain't trying to fight you for fuck's sake, just trying to put a little knife where it took eight. Spit bunny look bait, have a gone bust kick. Even if I knew who did it, I wouldn't say.
If grime was made today, it would have gone mainstream. I'll tell you why in a bit. You may be thinking he's on crack for saying that shit, but I really mean it. Grime was born directly out of the jungle scene. Grime was more harsh, more scary, angry sounding, like with heavy bass. They still didn't have any money for studio equipment, but PlayStation just came out and there was a game on it where you could just make music. It wasn't really a game, it was just a DAW, so you could just make music on your PlayStation. They put it on an MP3 player. The MCs were rapping about their neighborhoods in an aggressive tone about their lifestyle, filmed on an old camera in the neighborhood and uploaded online. And the industry had no idea what to do with it, so they tried to kill it. There was an actual forum for the police where you fill in grime events and the police would immediately shut down grime events. It was just to fucking target those events so they couldn't happen anymore. And I think if that didn't happen, if they didn't like forcefully shut down the scene, it would have gone mainstream. Because nowadays, if an old grime clips gets posted on TikTok or Instagram, it immediately goes viral. And there's some new rappers that do the grime shit again, and it's immediately going viral. It's very sad because grime had so much potential, and it died in the most fucked up way ever. Now, the previous entries are all really good, but you still have one problem. Imagine you're on the first date with fine shit. You start having a connection, you start vibing, you know the first date is going good, you watch the movie or something and you're going to a place romantic to talk. And you know what could really help at this moment? Some good music. So, what are you gonna put on? Some Netspan or James Bass? Or some reggae? I mean, reggae is but it's not gonna help the mood, you know, it's not gonna secure the kiss or something. So this genre will fix that for you. If you're in that situation, you should play shoegaze. Shoegaze, unlike jungle or grime, is really mellow and perfect for intimate social settings. The guitars are really washed out. It's more of an ambient feeling. The vocals come flying in and out in the mix, and it's such a beautiful composition always. And the genre doesn't demand your full attention. It is perfect for some intimate background music. And that's the beauty of shoegaze. I listen to a lot of shoegaze when I'm like on the bus and just staring out the window. It gives me real main character vibes. Also, if I'm having deep conversation with myself about life, about positivity, I'm just listening to some shoegaze and letting it all in. Some good entry points to shoegaze are Slowdive, which I have an album on vinyl. This one was playing on my vinyl player when I first kissed my girlfriend, so thank you vinyl, thank you so much. So yeah, Slowdive, I actually went to see them live. They're really awesome. Some other good artists are My Bloody Valentine and Quanic. Quanic's first album is amazing, one of my favorite shoegaze albums. And he actually started out making hyperpop, and he kind of blew up in the hyperpop space of like 2021 with Quinn and like all the other hyperpop artists. And then he started making shoegaze. Or you can just go to Rate Your Music and search the genre shoegaze and find absolute bangers, like obscure bangers of shoegaze, man. There's a lot of shoegaze from like artists with like 300 monthly listeners. They are so fucking good, man. Do you remember when I was talking about the bass line from Section 1? Well, some producers in Jamaica in the 1970s asked one simple question with that bass line. What if we just remove everything else? And so dub was born. Dub is reggae stripped down to the bare minimum, to only bass and drums. The vocals and other instruments get drenched with echo and reverb and go in and out of the background, leaving you with a chill but heavy bassline vibe. But it never repeats itself, so it's always a moving bassline, a moving song with the same bassline but a lot of moving elements that is perfect to dance to. But dub didn't just stay in the studio, it actually inspired Jamaican sound system culture, that inspired jungle, that inspired grime, that inspired dubstep, that inspired drum and bass. It all started with dub. Sound systems are massive speakers, sometimes 1 meter high speakers with only subwoofers stacked on top of each other for that ultimate bass feeling. They are set up in parks or in streets and people just dance to it. Most of the sound system events are really affordable and are for the community, not to make a profit. And from Jamaica, sound system spread to the UK, and from UK it spread all over the world. Every major city has some sound systems, and especially in Belgium there are a lot of sound systems, which I find great because I can go to a sound system party like every weekend if I want to. Not that I do it. Subscribe before September. I'm at 62 normally. I was at 63, but one of you motherfuckers unsubscribed. But like, also two new ones unsubscribed. So if you're new and you reach the end of this video, hello, I love you, bye.